If I were him, I'd bundle my home and auto and pick up the real victory. Savings.
Are you?
What is going on, Warpster? What's going on, No Name? Good to see y'all. How you doing? And yes! Multiple streams quickly. Well, I had the night to be able to do so, so I was like, you know what? I want to try and knock out Shandalar tonight if I can, because all we got left is the Black Wizard's Castle and then Arzakon. We're in the home stretch, y'all. We gotta see if we can save the world. But how y'all doing? Thank you for swinging by. Also, just gonna throw this out there. People are weird. People are fucking weird. Just gonna throw that out there. What up, Jason? The year of Shandalar continues, but it may come to an end tonight. But yeah, people are weird. So anyone who knows me should know I'm a fan of Fire Emblem. But if you're curious, hold on, one moment. Okay. When I say I'm a fan of Fire Emblem, I'm a fan of Fire Emblem. I've got the cases for these downstairs, however...
Think Verizon is expensive? Think again. Anyone can bring their AT&T or T-Mobile
Hold on one moment.
to a Verizon store.
Need to fucking stress. Need to stress. We got the cases downstairs. I'm a fan. Wait, nope. There we go. Where did I just put him? Oh. A Fire Emblem. Hold on, before I leave out a very important one. I'm a fan of Fire Emblem. You know what? Hold on. I have the limited release translation of the original Shadow Dragon and the Sword of Light for Famicom on my Switch. I'm a goddamn fan of Fire Emblem. Okay? Why do I bring this up? Fucking because. Hold on. If you've been tuning in hoping you would get to see me drop it low for you, today's the day. Okay. Fucking because I made a video that I dropped on socials earlier because tomorrow morning, Nintendo Direct. It's going to be at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific time. Which, okay, cool, whatever. The reason I bring it up is I talked about how I'm going to be co-streaming it. I'm excited to see Fire Emblem. Because they announced Fire Emblem Fortunes Week before. We haven't heard anything since. I'm expecting we're going to get a release date. And the comments on YouTube, I don't fucking get it. One person came in and was like, I have no hope for Fire Emblem for Fortune Sweep because it looks related to Three Houses and I couldn't stand that game. So go find the comment section of someone else who hated it. Fuck are you doing in mine? You're in the wrong place, bro. I've never played a Fire Emblem game I didn't like. I liked fucking Gaiden on the Famicom, dog. You are in the wrong place. What up, Yami? You're in the right place. But if you're coming here to slander Fire Emblem, you're in the wrong fucking place. That is my thing. I am the Fire Emblem guy. Then we've got someone coming in here. I'm gonna read some of these highlights because they're really just a kick in the pants. Okay. We got... Bruh, Fire Emblem is Nintendo. How the fuck do you expect it to be in the partner showcase? Hey, newsflash, folks. Nintendo will often, at partner showcases, show off games where the brand is traditionally Nintendo, but where another company is in charge of making the game. Like how they'll show off Monolith Soft games for Xenoblade series in a partner showcase. Because Monolith Soft are the people who make it, and they just have exclusivity with Nintendo. Kind of like how Fire Emblem is made by Intelligent Systems. And is made by a second partner company. Which means it could show up at a partner direct, jackass. Okay. I called the easiest, coldest take ever. I cracked the code, guys. Like, I'm hype with you, brother, but the minute they showed Sothis, everyone had the same idea. This is, I'm assuming, because the person who, like, the video, I start out pointing out how the game takes place in Fodlan, and I call out my theory is that it specifically takes place in Elmira. A specific country. It's the country Claude and his family actually hails from. It is to the northeast of Fodlan, and it is known for, like, big prairies and mountains and things like that, but it would make sense that there would be a very, very popular, big-time, like a very noteworthy city that is on the coastline, because when you're talking about civilizations, by and large, you'll find in very landlocked areas, like major cities will happen along coastlines, rivers, things like that. That's just how civilization grows. So it makes total sense. But also that they're noted for things like horsemanship. And in the trailer, we see who we ostensibly assume to be the main character riding on a goddamn bird thing. Okay? And so, like, horsemanship, and also so many of the characters are darker or tanned skin. Like, so my theory is that it takes place in Elmira, not that it's in Fodlan. Everyone knows it's in fucking Fodlan. The moment we saw it have a stinger at the end with Sophis, it's like, okay, we're going back to the same world as Three Houses. I'm not pretending I cracked the case. Use your noggin, sir. Listen to the whole fucking thing before you come at me sideways. And then my favorite. Anybody who's still excited for anything about Nintendo is sadly too far gone. You cool, buddy. You go have fun having no mirth or joy or whimsy in your life. I'm gonna go back to getting bitches and being happy. We cool? We cool? We cool? You go back to being a joyless bastard, and I'm gonna go back to getting bitches and money and being happy. I think that sounds like a fair trade. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not saying everybody needs to go out and buy a Switch, but here's ultimately where my point is. We saw someone who saw me being happy and excited about Fire Emblem over a game that takes place in a world they didn't like. And I need you to understand legally, and this applies to me, you, and everyone else. If you see a video and someone is being happy or excited about a thing, right? And they're happy and they're excited, okay, about a thing, and you're not happy or excited for it, you know what you could do? Nothing. You can just do nothing. You can just do fucking nothing. You can move right the fuck along and continue not enjoying it. You do not have to let people know you didn't enjoy it. I know. Sounds illegal. I promise you it's true. Someone saw me enjoying Fire Emblem, and specifically the world of Fodlan, and they had the opportunity to just not let me know how much they hated Three Houses. Someone saw me enjoying Nintendo, they had the opportunity to just not let me know how much they hate Nintendo. Those are always available to you. I want you to know. It sounds illegal. I promise you it's true. If you're ever curious, if you ever forget, text me, DM me. I got you. I'll remind you. Be like, hey, you don't gotta comment. You don't gotta comment. You can keep it fucking moving. You can do that. What up? Ah! How you doing? I don't know anything about Fire Emblem, so I can't say nothing. But No Name, you don't have to. That's the thing. There are plenty of series I've never played, I know nothing about, that I'm not gonna comment on anyone getting excited for. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Here's one. There's a series I've always been interested in trying, but I haven't tried, right? Trails. The Trails games. Trails in the Sky, Trails Cold Steel, so on and so forth. If a new Trails game came out and someone lost their fucking mind over the joy of the game, it would be really weird to me to pop up like, I have no excitement for this game because I haven't played any of the prior games. That would be weird. That would be really fucking weird. Why am I saying that? Why am I doing that? You don't have to. You don't have to. You can keep it fucking pushing. I promise you. I will never lead you astray when it comes to that. I promise you, you can just keep on keeping on. Okay? You can keep holding on. Cause you know you make it through. Okay? So, that being said, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, is going to be the Nintendo Direct. You can do your time zone math across as you need to. I will be live co-streaming the Direct and sharing my reactions. I'm excited about Fire Emblem. There is obviously a chance it doesn't show because of the partner showcase, and I presume they will limit it to one Nintendo property made by a secondary company. And there's a very non-zero chance that it'll be Xenoblade, because there was some news about a Xenoblade actress showing a new role in a new Xenoblade project accidentally too early. And so if they only limit it to one, then there you go. But no, we don't have a date yet, Jason. We got shown Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. All we got told is 2026, but we got showed a game that was very far along in development. So we don't know nearly enough, which is why I presume tomorrow is the day that makes sense. But if it doesn't get shown, okay. But I'm excited to have a legendary pop-off, okay? A legendary pop-off. Absolutely gonna happen. All right. As great as this shit has been, it's time, y'all. It's time. It is time to do what needs to be done. Ah, hey. Let's do the damn thing. So, I did edit my deck. I'm actually going to say, well, no, so I could show y'all. I did edit my deck. I pulled it up to a 60-card deck. The reason why, if you're like, why would you dilute your deck more? The bottom line is, Arzakon has like a 150-card deck and like 250 life or whatever the fuck it is. I forget how much it is. 40 cards, I was worried I would just run out of cards before I could beat him. So I kept the theme going of most of the stuff. I threw in, you know, basically I kept the same idea going. So now we have 3 Air Elementals, Ghost Ship, we have 2 Phantom Monsters, we have a 3rd Prodigal Sorcerer, we have 2 Phantasmal Forces. I threw in a couple of Divine Transformations and a couple of Spirit Links. I threw in a 3rd Moat, some Mesa Pegasus, couple extra lands. You didn't post in my Discord, Jason, but I'm also in the Fun Factor Discord, and I did see you posted it there, and it's very funny. So, we're gonna try going with a 60 card, and we'll see how we do. But it's time to throw down. No Island Sanctuary, felt unnecessary. Island Sanctuary is just worse moat. Well, ooh, actually, now that I think about it, no, you know what? I will throw in Island Sanctuary, because of the fact that it can allow me to purposely not draw cards. That's actually a good... Thank you for making me think about that for a second. Warpster. Oh, did I sell it? If I did, it was a while ago. Yeah, never mind, I sold it. I must have sold it long ago. Oh well, we're about to figure it out. Well, first we're gonna duel the Mind Stealer. First we're gonna duel the Mind Stealer is what we're gonna do, I guess. Okay, Tundra, Mock Sapphire. There's no point in Brain Geysering for 0. But next turn I can... If I draw a white mana source... then I'll at least be able to drop Moat. It just won't do anything because he's copying my deck. No, he's not copying my deck, apparently. Okay. Drop that, let him play a 3rd land. And now I can land tax out the white mana sources I need. Plains, and Island. Cool. Dope. Plains. And now Moat. And then next turn I can drop another land, and I can... Sarah Angel. Hey! Yeah, you discard shit, dog. Okay. Don't you fucking dare. Cool. Don't you unsummon it. Don't do none of that shit. Just leave it be. Phantom Monster. Cool. Alright. Island. This costs 4, so I can... 1, 2, 3, 4. Toss it on Sarah Angel. And now I have Counterspell, if he tries to pull any shit. Best thing possible would be... I don't even know. My flyer is bigger than yours. Oh, Unholy Strength. Okay. That's adorable. That's fucking adorable. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Spirit Link for the fun of it. Because I can. Here's what's great. He's going to try and replay the Phantom Monster. I'm going to kill it. Like, I'm going to counterspell it. Yeah, Moat does nothing in this matchup when I'm playing pseudo myself. But it's fine, because I'm going to kill him anyways. Counter. Sweet. And kill. I could brain Geyser up a whole bunch of cards first, just for fun, but doesn't matter. Quick dupe before we go in. All right. Okay, here's the question, and this is a genuine question. Do we grab a third Moxen of either color, or do we grab another Black Lotus? It's got to be Black Lotus, right? Or dupe Time Walk. A third Time Walk would be fucking nice. A third Time Walk would be really nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's actually probably the play. Or maybe, no, not Ancestral Recall. I'm actually... Is Time Walk a sorcery? Yes. Okay. Toss that in the deck. Honestly, I think I will drop 1 mana for it. Because I have plenty of mana in this deck. I'll drop 1 plane. No. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I was just talking about, like, worries of tapping out. I'm going to just toss it in. Cool. All right, let's get over here. Let's save. Let me go in, please. Oh my God! Okay. 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 I am a little pissed. Island. Cool. Now I can... Swords to Plowshares if you play something. Right, I gotta just beat the shit out of his door guard real quick. Hold on 1 second. What up, Rain Dion? How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was at 23, but then, you know... I'm not even gonna... I have a couple of bits of removal. No name. The basic idea is I'm trying to beat him before he can beat me. Okay. And so my hope is, like, essentially the reason I didn't put in Nivinrial's disc is it's a mental thing where it's like, I'll let you play your Tanos' wand because you need a creature to be able to benefit from it. Thank fucking god. Play land tax. It's a question of, like, if I actually need to use Navinrial's disc, am I even able to come back enough to win? Like, what could he have on the board that I don't have any other answers for? You know what I mean? Because I have a lot of cool answers and shit from this deck. And he is far more... fucking hell. I forgot to counterspell it. And I forgot to land tax. I double fucked up. At least, very least, next turn I can land tax again. Okay. Land tax, cool. Grab plains, island, plains. Cool. Drop a tundra. I'm gonna drop the air elemental. Well, no, I don't, because Merc Dwellers, if it's unblocked, becomes a 4/2. Like, I do, but I don't. Now, the reason why I do is because I have Time Walk. And this next turn, I can disenchant that Tanos' wand if I want. Or that. Or I can do that. I'm going to Time Walk. Thunder Spirit. It's not efficient because it's not getting the kill, but the reason why I'm doing that is now come back around and I can plains moat. Sweet. And now, just for fun, I can disenchant, destroy the Tanos' wand, just in case it will do some trickery, and boom. And now I can still counterspell anything you might play. Yeah, he's in original black. Play something. Play something, dog. Tap all your mana. Play a Singir Vampire. Hell yeah. You ain't trying to cast shit. It's out of principle. And because you made me lose mana, or you made me lose life, I'm gonna get some of it back. Gimme. Cool. Leave me alone. Well, no. Cool. Save. Okay. Now let's do the damn thing. Okay, greed is in effect, which lets anyone I'm up against just... Ah, fuck. I fucked up, but it's okay. Just rifle through their deck. Which is obviously a concern, but... Well, I can ignore that corner of death over there. I guess we just keep going this way. Sarah Angel, I need to fight somebody. Which way makes the most sense? I think here. Take on a Necromancer. Oh, you've got Carrion Ants. Oh no. Do I take the mulligan? I have Plains, Tundra. Yes, I will take the mulligan. I have only 2 lands and not great. Oh, that's even worse. I have swords. Dark Ritual, and you're greeding to do a whole bunch, but then you can't really do anything with it, so okay. Play Soul Ring. Now he is able to use a second swamp to make his Carrion Ants as big as my Sarah Angel, but... Okay. As long as he doesn't draw up an answer within the next 2 turns, I am okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to discard. I think I discard the Phantasmal Forces here. As long as he doesn't drop an answer for my Sarah Angel, I just win. He dropped an answer to slow me down. He's tapped out, so there's no difference between... Like, it could have been a thing where it's like, oh, I could not swing, and then it gets buried on follow-up. But, Ghost Chip. Please don't animate that again. Please don't animate that again. Sweet. Cool. Okay, we swing, make sure we get through, and that should just be game. Okay, cool. Could be over here. Also could be over here, so let's go this way. Thunder Spirit, okay. It's either over here, or it's somewhere over here, and I don't know which. What up, Magic and Breaking? How you doing today? Good to see you. I'm gonna try going this way. Starting with a Thunder Spirit is nice, because it completely shuts down his Hypno. Cool. So I can Black Lotus, Plains, I think swords and just start beating his face in. Hippie is a beautiful card. There was a part of me that considered, like... God damn. There was a part of me that considered, like, I think we Soul Ring. Mesa. I'm gonna take a point of burn, but it's whatever. There's a part of me that considered swapping to Orja, but I just like the versatility of blue. In this deck, in the Moat deck. Because I could have put, like, Sengir Vampire, Hypno Spectre, Vampire Bats. There were a couple good options, but... I am not going to worry about an Onulet. Sweet. I'm going to drop Mesa Pegasus. I'll drop Moat next turn. And swing. Cool. I obviously could have dropped it this turn, but it feels like so stupid to burn my Black Lotus to drop a Moat when I'm in no threat right now. And I'd rather have it to be able to counterspell if he drops something big. Cool. Right. White and 2. Sweet. And now I can swing. Swing. Oh. I wish I could draw a disenchant. It'd be really handy right now. Disenchant would do gangbusters. You can play all the amulets you want, bro. It's not really doing anything. I don't have to interact with them and they can't attack. There we go, baby. I'm gonna keep my Black Lotus ready to counterspell. If they try and do some more Spirit Link shenanigans on my Sarah Angel, I'm just gonna say no. I'm going to say no. Alright, if you don't have an answer for me, I have a lethal because of Time Walk. Ella Judge, you don't have flying, so I don't really care. You're also stopping yourself from being able to draw more. Because you've used all your black mana. Time Walk. Cool. Back to me. Phantasmal. Combat. A Sarah Angel riding 2 separate Pegasi. She's got 1 foot on each one. Healing Salve! Damn. Oh, no, wait. I can counter it. You had another one! You bitch! What up, Dynamic? Thank you for the raid, my friend. How you doing today? Folks, for those of you who are new in this area, my name's Josh. You can call me Anoriand. I play old stuff. I play new stuff. I play RPGs. I play platformers. Play card games. Play TTRPGs. Play a little bit of everything. Right now, I'm playing one of my all-time favorite games, Magic the Gathering from 1997, which is basically a Magic the Gathering procedurally generated RPG. Yeah, we're good. It was the last game that was made by Sid Meier while he was still at Microprose before he left to found Firaxis Games, and it is awesome. Because this year I am doing a 12 for 12, a challenge where I do 12 games suggested by 12 friends over the next 12 months, and this is the first on the list. I think we try and take you on without the dice, and then we go grab a dice. I'd much rather have the dice here. I'm gonna chance it. Okay, Vampire Bats is about the best possible thing I could be up against turn 1. I could Spirit Link the Bats. I would rather wait, drop my own creature, and Spirit Link that. So I'll take a couple of points of damage. It'll be worth it. That's if I even take damage. Sweet. Azure Pearl. Thunder Spirit. Cool. I have a perfect blocker against your bats now. Black Knight. Annoying, but nothing I can't handle. Prodigal Sorcerer. Swing for 2. And then next turn I can ping you with the Prodigal Sorcerer, and I can also throw Spirit Link onto my Thunder Spirit, which will make it so that I can basically undo whatever damage comes at me from the Black Knight. Or, and this is an option, I can drop the Black Lotus. I'm gonna get real aggressive. Black Lotus, white mana, Sarah Angel, that, and that. And then Spirit Link it. Yep, that's how we do it. That's hella aggressive. But... Graders, LOL. Mock Sapphire. I have lethal on board because of you paying for, what's it called? Because of him paying for greed, I have lethal on board. What up, Admo? There's 6, and I heal 4. Back to my turn. Bing. And we swing, and we kill. No need to mess around. Okay. Come on. More dice? No. I was hoping I could get a creature to start with. All right. Let's see if we can first time this. Let's see if we can first time this shit. The Greater Lich. Oh, the bastard has Hypno. Please let me start with a Swords. Please? Nope. Nope, not even close. And he's on the play. I'm fucked. I'm in deep shit. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let him get to attack step, and then I will unsummon to see if he can throw out his... to use his mana first. Sweet. Beautiful. He can replay it if he wants, but that bought me a turn at least. Yes! Why the fuck would you do that? That was a terrible choice, my guy. He just discarded the Hypno. Mind Twist. Target player discards 3 at random. Welp. I fucked up because I clicked the wrong thing. If I can draw a white mana source. Son of a bitch. Sweet. Okay. He's got options to play no matter what, because he's just drawing so much. The question is what he plays. Tetravis. Don't like it. Alright, I need 1 more mana. And then Sarah Angel can come online. And then I'll be much better off. I gotta eat the 4. Okay. I can actually kind of deal with this. I'm gonna eat the 7 because I can kind of deal with it depending on what else he plays. Can't quite deal with that, though. Can kind of deal with it. Cool. Alright, let's see what you do now. What up, William? How you doing, bud? Hypno and Tetravis. Okay. Okay. Alright, what are you gonna do here? Tetravis makes a lot of sense. Because you can split off the individuals to sack to Lord of the Pit. I just don't know if he's gonna do it. Another Hypno, Sync. Jesus fucking Christ. I may just be dead. I may just be dead. Okay, well, that's not really a threat to me. Weirdly, he's not gonna draw himself out to the where he kills himself. But it's possible, because of how he's playing stuff, that he, and him being scared, that he gets to a point where I can get in for lethal if he doesn't have enough flying blockers. Spirit Link. On a Sarah Angel, obviously. I should have put that on Lord of the Pit. What the fuck am I doing? I could have completely neutralized his Lord of the Pit. Why the fuck did I do that? Okay, Gloom really sucks, but... I can just get rid of it if I need to. I don't at the moment. It would end up costing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't need to at the moment, but I'll leave it for now. I'm waiting to see if I can use that. Okay. What do you play? The reason I'm not doing it is... Howl from Beyond. Okay. Perfect. This is actually beautiful. If he doesn't play 2 creatures, I have a game. He did, but... I should have game. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. He doesn't have any lifelink. Ha ha! His greed was his undoing! I'll take it. He wants to kill himself? Sure. What do I want? What do I want? Because I have 4. It won't matter because I'm about to go straight into facing Arzakon, but let's just say it did. What flyers are there if it lets me... I don't think it'll let me change my deck, but let's pretend it did. Sengir Vampires, for sure. If I decided I wanted to do the... Will-O-Wisp for a regenerating blocker. And then... Fallen Angel? I think Fallen Angel. Oh! Animate Dead! Animate Dead! Just out of principle. I finally have one. Cool. You have defeated all 5 wizards! Shandalar is free! Prepare to face the final challenge. You have defeated all, your battles so far will banish the evil planeswalker Arzakon for 1932 years. Each life it loses in the final battle will banish it for 10 additional years. Good luck. Oh, I do get the chance to fuck with my deck. Okay. Is there anything I really want to add? I am gonna leave it just white-blue, but is there anything I really want to add that makes sense? I don't think so. I guess maybe Navin-Rial's disc? In case we end up in a situation like what we were just staring at. Farmstead sucks ass. Flood, but I mean, it's not gonna matter. This would just be an oh shit button. Not really. Reverse damage, maybe. Do I even have it? I don't have it. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with this. I threw in an oh shit button. I'm good with this deck. Let's do this thing, y'all. Let's see how we do. Okay, I'm on the play. He has 400 fucking life. And starts with a Celestial Prism and a Black Lotus. He also has how many cards? 100. Because those two are on about 140 cards. Okay. All right. What up, Azim? Okay. I have 1 mana. I'm gonna Ancestral, but I'm gonna wait to do it at the end of his turn. Tap the Black Lotus. No. Can I... In response, should I Ancestral first, or should I hope... X is 3, right? Yeah. I think Ancestral first and dilute my hand as much as possible. Because if he pulls Ancestral out... Okay, what got tossed? My fucking Black Lotus, my Swords of Plowshares, and one of my Time Walks. But I kept Mox Pearl, so next turn I'll be able to drop a creature. It's annoying that it was the Black Lotus, because if it wasn't that, I would have been able to play the Sarah Angel. But yeah, no, it's Ancestral. Exactly. Y'all saw where I was going with it. Using Ancestral, if Ancestral was tossed, it would have screwed me so much worse. Oh, go to hell, bro. I've got the ability to mana fix. My dick. You ready? You ready, Arzakon? Are you ready for the wrath? Oh shit, I didn't put Time Twister in the deck. Damn, I should have put Time Twister in. Are you fucking kidding me? Now I'm upset. I'm gonna be real. Now I am in fact upset. Come on. Pay the upkeep cost, for sure. and swing for 4. And no, I'm not gonna Brain Geyser for 1. I'm fine for now. All right, we've drawn first blood! Keep in mind, the game does not necessarily expect you to beat Arzakon. It's cool if you can beat him, but that's why it's like... But that's why it's like, you know, each point of life seals him for another 10 years kind of thing. Well, I'm not going to have 100 turns, but I'm also not going to just have the 4-1. Pay the upkeep cost. Island. Drop Phantom Monster. Got another body on the board. Optimum would be if next turn I draw 1 more mana source and I can play Sarah Angel. Ooh, now he can do 3 mana and he can, with color fixing. Green mana, oh, son of a bitch. Don't like that even slightly. Pay the upkeep cost. With an island, cool. I can disenchant it. I can disenchant the green mana battery or the Celestial Prism. Green mana battery will give him green mana. Celestial Prism is currently giving him access to blue mana. I don't know which one makes more sense in this particular case. First things first, let me go to combat. Swing for 7. I think I need to kill the color fixer. It also will prevent, as of right now, anything that's not a double white pip. Yeah, I gotta kill the color fixing. I have more than 1 disenchant, don't worry. I threw a couple of disenchants into the deck. But right now that means if he wants to play anything with blue, like, now I know he cannot he cannot possibly counter anything I play, for instance. He can't unsummon, like, fucking hell. It being immediately changed. I'm gonna hold on to the disenchant. I'm gonna do I Brain Geyser for 2? It feels like such a waste. I'm gonna wait 1 more turn. I have a good feeling next turn I'll draw mana. I can drop Sarah Angel. And then the following turn I can Brain Geyser for 3. Dropping another Fellwar Stone. Well, if I destroy the green mana battery now, he has no access to green. Now that I'm paying attention. And the Hurricane point is valid. Hurricane's basically a board wipe for my deck. Get rid of the green mana battery. Okay. Makes a Pegasus. It's a body. I have 43 cards left in my library. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Don't fucking tell me that! Is this really how this ends? Is this really how this is gonna fucking end? I'm gonna end the run on an assertion error? The game just fucking rage quit on me. The game just rage quit on me. The game just fucking pulled a boogie and flipped the table on me. Really? If I got a land next turn and drop Sarah Angel, let me see, then I'd be 8, be 3. Hold on. Let me do some math here. Because 371 minus the 8 that's on board. Okay, then if I draw a land next turn and then drop the Sarah Angel, he would have been dead in just 30 turns. The game knew. It knew I was well on my way to victory. It knew. I'm so mad. This is really how it ends. This sucks. But you know what? It doesn't tarnish my love or my enjoyment of Shandalar. So I guess I'm just gonna do... Hold on one second. Funny enough, with Time Twister, you would have saved your bacon too. Now rerun the black touch. No, it's gonna do this again because it's saying it's a line error. Normal room and CD to add card, and there was already a bunch of areas where it's cracked up. Here's where I'm at. Here's where let me do an actual proper send off. This was the first of my 12 for 12 games that I played, and I'm also going to record a little short form video talking about it, whatever. But this is the first of my 12 for 12 games I played. And it was one of the two that are a bona fide replay. I'm going to pull up my the actual list of games. Oh, no. For people to see. This is the list of games I'm doing for my 12 for 12 challenge. I will do it like so that I can maneuver it as needed. But the first game was Magic the Gathering 97. I'm trying to make it as big as I can while being able to do this so that the last game isn't cut off. Cool. The first game, never mind. I guess I'll just move as I need. Stick and move. First game was Magic the Gathering 97. Okay? Next game is going to be Road 96. I'm actually making a slight detour in the following games, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Second game is going to be Road 96, which is the next game I'm going to play. It is a story-based game. I'm really excited for it. The third game is actually going to be Aiden Chronicles the First Mage, because my best friend, who's the one who recommended to me and wants to watch me suffer, guilt-tripped me. Now, if you hit !throne in chat, you'll find my Throne wishlist. Or if you see the description on my video or whatever. Hold on. The reason I bring that up, let me make sure it's still... I'm not crazy. Hold on one moment. Hold on one second. I have to fix it. Oh my God, that cannot be the case. Why? The price has spiked? Ah, hell. Why? I found a copy. I'm so mad. I should have bought it off my own list before. Let me look over here. I found a copy for like 30 but not even $30 before. And So I put it on my Throne wish list, and it's just poof. Because that's a game I have on my N64. I have the HD upscaler, and I have a Brawler 64. So I would like to play it on console hardware, as opposed to emulating it, especially because N64 emulation can be a bit hit or miss. You know? Can be real hit or miss. Yeah, the internet knew I was going to play it, and I'm such an influencer that now it costs way more. Trying to find the black cartridge specifically, because the gray cartridge apparently has some bugs that I would like to avoid. Oh, is this? Oh, maybe. Hold on. Anyways, the third game, regardless, is going to be Aiden Chronicles the First Mage. I'm doing Road 96 first because even though my best friend who recommended it and ended up getting picked and everything did guilt trip me into playing it sooner, I told her after having done a longer playthrough that's going to take, that took me like 12 or 13 streams or whatever it is, I would like to do a shorter game that I could burn through kind of quickly and then do another long game. Oh, they have it on... There's someone selling it on Whatnot. What's the situation? It's not in great shape, but it's in decent shape. I don't care about how it looks so much as it plays well. Well, let me do this. Cool. Yeah, that's the 35 is the best one I found it for base price. Man, it was $27.98. So yeah, if anyone wants to grab me a copy of Aiden Chronicles the First Mage so I can play it physically, that'd be nice. But I will be playing that third regardless. Following that up with X8 Demake, which I'm excited to check out. That'll probably be just a single stream. Then Gauntlet Dark Legacy, also again on the GameCube. I have the physical copy. I will be playing it. I'll be playing it on my Wii, not my GameCube. But otherwise, oh Jesus! I just saw Frankie. Yeah, you arrived at a hilarious fucking moment of the game quitting. Klonoa, Door to Phantom Isle, that one I will be emulating. PS1 emulation works fine. I'm not worried about it. Gree, I already got my hands on. I'm going to be playing on my PlayStation. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, I have that on my Switch. I'm already going to be playing that. Subnautica, I have on Steam. Going to be playing it that way. Trag, I'll be emulating. I'm not hunting that shit down on PS1. Looks cool though, but Lunar Remastered Collection, that's also my Throne if anybody wants to get me the Switch collection, because I'd like to be able to play that on Switch. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, I'll be playing on Steam. Having done all that, Magic 97, Magic the Gathering, Shandalar, overall thoughts having gotten back to us. Let me kind of break it down. Shandalar still kicks ass. Shandalar is still, issues in the modern day be damned, the best Magic the Gathering game ever made. It's fun. At no point did I get like bored or tired of running around exploring this game. At no point did I feel like, oh, I can't believe I'm still going. Like, no, I just kept wanting to build new decks, new things like that. I wish that they would bring it to the modern day. I know they never will, because it would involve putting so much content and it does not work in today's gaming ecosystem. And that sucks. That sucks bad. Like, it would need to be monetized way too heavily, and it's just not going to happen. We do have MTG Forge, which is available right now. You can go play it for free. It has literally all the cards. I highly recommend grabbing it if you've been interested in what you're seeing. Just look up MTG Forge or Forge Adventure Mode specifically. It is very fun. It is very worthwhile. It's the same idea. Sprite graphics, procedurally generated world, run around on the map, find different cards, create a deck, so on and so forth. But there's something magic about Shandalar, no pun intended, that really still sticks with me. There's a reason why I loved it so much as a kid. There's a reason why I still love it so much now. I do have Shandalar Modern. I can play with, the newer cards and things like that, but I like the old cards. I know they're janky. I know the idea of sitting here and being like, man, I can get a 2/3 for just 3 mana, but it deals 2 damage to me if I don't attack every turn. It's like, damn, bitch, y'all live like this? Okay? The idea that Grizzly Bears is one of the most solid cards of all time because it's a 2/2 for 2 mana with no drawbacks. Like, the idea that Force of Nature is like an unstoppable monster because it's a 8/8 with trample. But you got to pay 4 green mana a turn to keep it on the board. Like, I love that shit. It doesn't mean I don't love modern Magic. I love doing cool shit, but I love the old janky Magic. Because the old janky Magic didn't really have restrictions. So you had cards like Conversion that just said, oh, you're playing red? Cool. It's just evil shit. I love the game. I love the storytelling. I love the world. I love the old graphics. I think it's great. And I'm really glad I got to replay it. I'm so very thankful and happy that I'm doing this challenge because it let me start off by revisiting one of my all-time favorite worlds. So. Downside, you think Graders is good. Upside, you get Moxen and Time Walk and Black Lotus. There is a whimsy to how the old cards function where you felt like you were wizards summoning creatures and you had to upkeep the cost when you were playing. Yes! You felt like a wizard building up your power to then blast your opponent in the face for 20 damage. And again, that's not to say I don't love modern Magic. I am in the midst of finishing building this deck that one of my best friend put together for me as a gift. Sokka Tenacious Tactician. I love this shit. I do. I still love Magic to this day. This is not a boomer sitting here like, can't believe I had to, do all that. Like, no, I had a great fucking time. Okay? I enjoyed myself thoroughly. But, such is life. You can get a little bit of both. You can enjoy both worlds, and I did. So I'm really, really thankful to revisit. I knew this stream was going to be shorter. That's why I'm not forcing myself to dive back in or whatever. I got what I needed to out of this playthrough. I feel good saying that even though it ended with the game rage quitting on me, I ultimately won. And I feel good about winning. I'm not sure when my next... Oh, I am sure when my next stream is going to be. I'm not sure when my Road 96 stream is going to be is what I was going to say. But I am sure of when my next stream is going to be. Here. Let me see. Vaguely... In fact, not vaguely... 13 hours and 21 minutes from now, I will be live 13 hours and 21 minutes from right now on this channel. 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You can do the math in between. 8 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Mountain time. We'll be in the PMs if you start talking about overseas in Europe and so on. I will be live with the Nintendo Direct. I anticipate there's going to be Fire Emblem. I anticipate I will pop off like a motherfucker, but there may not be. I do know they will very, very likely show off at least one Nintendo property that is developed by a partner. My money is on Fire Emblem. There's a lot of scuttlebutt that it may well be Xenoblade, and I wouldn't be shocked if they only did 1 and not 2, which would suck, but it is what it is. But I am anticipating that I will get to act like an absolute fucking donkey in front of y'all for Fire Emblem. I'm also low-key hoping we get to hear more about Adventures of Elliot, which I have high hopes for. So, I'll be back in the morning. Anybody who wants to, feel free to swing by. I will be here on Twitch and on YouTube as usual. I will post to remind you. If you had fun seeing this playthrough, things like that, and you want to swing by, you can find, if you hit ! Discord, you'll get the link to the Discord. You can also check the description of this video if you're on YouTube. You'll find the link to my Discord. That's how you can stay in touch with me there, as well as to my socials. And I got more stuff coming. Also on socials, I am currently working on some stuff. I will say, I'll give y'all a sneak peek. Next week, I'm going to try and do a charity event. And the charity top end incentive is going to be, if we hit, it's going to be probably something like $2,000. I need to settle down on what the final number is going to be. But I want to do some good in the world because right now there's so much shit going on and I want to put money someplace it'll be good. Most likely it will be Black Trans Advocacy Coalition, but if I can find a more targeted mutual aid or something like that, I may. But if we hit the top end goal, say goodbye. I'm going to cut my hair. I want to do something good and put up or shut up. And I can always regrow it. But this is my opportunity to do something. Jason, I can regrow it. But this is my opportunity to do something. And I'm willing to do something. So, however small or silly it may be. So, yeah. So at the end of the day, be good to people. Stop being weird in comments of people who are showing joy. Come back in the morning if you want to see the Nintendo Direct. Come back at all if you want to see any of these other games or any of the other shit I got going on. Most likely also, I'm hoping that, in fact, let me see if I heard anything else yet. Hold on one second. Has there been an update? Has there been an update? Or will we not find out until tomorrow? Probably not going to find out until tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably find out tomorrow or something. There's a non-zero chance I'll be getting a copy of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, and if I do, I will be streaming that just because I got it, so I got to show it off. Have you considering donating what you cut off as it gets to that point? Oh, no, Frankie, that's one. I will 100% be cutting it and then donating it. That's as part of it will be cutting it for charity, like as an incentive for people to give to charity, but I will also be donating what I cut off to charity, like both things. So yeah, like I said, if you think any of this looks cool, swing by, join the Discord, all that good stuff. And, thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. And until next time, I'll catch you later.